Remember me like I know my loyalty waiting on you. But you had since the day you left. I will lose my way, girl, if I let you know. It's because who we are. Yeah. So welcome to the 5 people in the chat room, you guys. I'm getting my tea. I'm waiting on my tea to brew. And we're going to get into the conversation about ghosting. Okay? How is everybody feeling tonight? Let me go see if my tea coming out, y'all. So get into the vibe, you know what I'm saying, while we, prepare. Why don't you? I ain't even at my computer right now, you guys, but I know my wrench gang is in the building. Okay, so shout out and much love to you guys. And those of you who have not given me your addresses for the t-shirts, give me your shipping address and I have some free t-shirts for my wrench gang, okay? So, because I got some of y'all, but I'm trying to send them all out at one time. So if you would like a badass t-shirt, for the badass brand, they are black with gold print. Just send me your shipping address to badasswitches@gmail.com. This is for my wrench gang only. I got another thing that's coming for the No Narc Network, and my Keurig is taking forever to brew my tea. So welcome Rose Little, Ronita Thompson, what's up? El Brujo, what's up, baby? Okay, I knew my people was in the house. I could feel you guys, okay? So we're gonna talk about ghosting. I'm just waiting for I'm brewing me some lemon ginger tea. So, and then we're gonna get into it. So how is everybody tonight? I got 6 people up in here, okay? So, yeah, so we're going to talk about ghosting, and basically what ghosting is when, and this, not narcissists are not the only ones who do this, but it's a classic thing that narcissists do, and it's people say that narcissists are not the only one who do it, but it's, the type of ghosting that I'm talking about, narcs are the only one who do it in the way that they do it. You know what I'm saying? And I know some of y'all, you know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? We've all ghosted someone, at a time or two. I mean, sometimes we meet people and they're just unbearable and but I'm not talking about those. So we're going to eliminate the things that I'm not talking about first. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about like online dating. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about casual dating where you meet somebody and they do something to turn you off. You know what I'm saying? We've all done that. They do or say something to completely turn you off when it just turns you off. And so, yeah, you might ghost somebody there. We've all done it. If you're a woman, probably most women have done it. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not talking about that. Okay. But a lot of us, you can probably, you can use your experience when you did ghost those people to liken it to, if you want to try to put yourself, because I know it's very hard to do, but it's something that could possibly be beneficial to you on some level, you know, to try to put yourself in the narcissist's shoes when they're doing this, okay? And think about the times when you have ghosted people. And I know you want to say, well, you know, those, like I said, those were people I wasn't really intimately connected to. Those were people I had just met. Those were people that, you know, I hadn't really, you know, grown to care about and love. But I'm telling you, if you put yourself in the narcissist's shoes, you can compare it to when you cut those people off that you didn't care that much about, because that is how little that the narcissist truly cares about you. Okay. And I know that's a hard pill to swallow, but go ahead and take you a big gulp of whatever you're drinking and just go ahead and get it on through, because there is life after the narcissist. Okay. Let me get my tea, y'all. All right, y'all. My Keurig is tripping, or am I tripping? I don't know what's going on. I had to restart it. I must need a new one. Anybody want to donate to my Cash App for a Keurig, a new one, because mine is tripping. But anyway, y'all. You know, so we've all ghosted someone, you know what I'm saying? Especially most females, you can relate to it. And I really, you know, I'm talking to everyone, you know what I'm saying? But like most women are the ones who, because I've seen people be completely destroyed by it, you know what I'm saying? And I've been ghosted before, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, if I wasn't as strong as I am, it could have destroyed me, you know? So it doesn't you know, require for you to be weak. And you know, it's, I also want to, you know, point out that it's not a reflection of you at all. Okay, the ghosting has everything to do with the person and their cowardice. Okay, their immaturity, their inability to, you know, to deal with adult situations. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to deal with the conversation that might be had. They don't want to deal with your truth that's going to come out in the conversation. They don't want to deal with their fault, you know what I'm saying, the things that they've done wrong. And not saying that they're the ones who do everything wrong, but you know that, you know what I'm saying, they don't, if you're dealing with a narcissist, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They basically don't want to deal with the conversation that's going to be had. Like I said, the truth, the, you know, and the same way they run from everything else, you know what I'm saying? They just don't want to deal with it. A lot of them don't have the capacity to deal with it. The truth is that they don't care enough about you to, you know, put in the work. A lot of times, you know, that this is where the hurt comes from. You know what I'm saying? The hurt comes from the fact that they didn't even, you know, they didn't even care enough about you to even, you know, consider your feelings, or consider you worthy of even a conversation to let you know, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because I mean, it's not like the thing about it with ghosting is it's not like you were the one who was the pursuer in the relationship. Am I wrong? Correct me, am I wrong? These people pursued you, okay, until they got you. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna go get my tea. There's more that I can't promise. Someone say, me and we making a rain. All right, I got my tea, y'all. Okay, so let me turn this camera on. Let me get on this camera and talk to y'all. So how I turn this damn thing on? Okay, here we go. So do I need some light up in here? So y'all, let's talk about ghosting. Okay, I got my tea going, and I need some lighting. Okay, so yeah. So basically, I really I don't even know where to begin with it. Okay, I hope I can see everybody that's in this chat because, like I said, I am on the different app, and I feel like I'm not seeing everybody, but maybe I am. You know what I'm saying? Um, Okay. Oh, okay. El Brujo, I will go to your channel as soon as I get off of here to go see that. Okay. Thank you, baby. So, you guys, so anyway, ghosting. Okay. So basically, I had got into a conversation on Facebook about it. And, that's what inspired um the video. You know what I'm saying? It is something that really needs to be talked about, because and shout out to the other witch who I was having the conversation with, and on her it was on another witch's Facebook page. Okay. And I really like this witch. I don't know her personally, but she seems cool. She got a cool vibe, and she doesn't seem pretentious or fake in any way. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that witch who I got this from. Now, however, um the greatest impact to the heart of an empath is when a narc who pursued them ghost. It's the worst. I mean, people die of broken hearts. You know what I'm saying? And it's because of shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of shit that causes a person to, it definitely is. So, I'm gonna tell about my experiences. I got the very first time that it happened to me. You know what I'm saying? It only happened twice. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to, you learn from it, but it's devastating. I mean, I could see how like I said, I've seen people be destroyed by it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people be destroyed by it and never recover. You know what I'm saying? There's people I know right now that just have never been the same since something like that happened to them. It's absolutely devastating. And there's a lot of myths about it. You know what I'm saying? Because again, y'all, this is so deep. I don't even, like I said, I don't know where to begin. I'm just going to begin, and I hope I don't forget everything that I was thinking about earlier when I was thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? But because most of the world is narcissistic in nature, okay? And they don't, it's like, so, okay, this is why, again, another reason why my group is private, because most people, the world is narcissistic in nature. And so when you try to talk to most people, they're totally not going to be able to understand it. They don't understand what that's like to someone whose heart is works in a whole nother, don't move like you move. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you have to talk to other empathic people and other people who have experienced it. I do appreciate, however, that other side of it and the other point of view, because again, it made me try to, not be for any other reason than for my own understanding, to try to like put myself in the narcissist shoes. Okay. And I just, this is what, this is what it is. I mean, and basically from their point of view, they're either tired, basically, because a narc will never be fully committed anyway. I don't care if you're married, I don't care how long you've been together. There's no loyalty. You will never know that. And see, this is what other narcissistic people that watch an empath who goes through stuff with a narc, they have assumptions that, because first of all, these are words that a narc is always going to use about an empath. They think that you are weak. That's one of their favorite words. And they think that you are um that you were like unaware. They think you're gullible. You know what I'm saying? They think that you are vulnerable, but they think that you're gullible. You know what I'm saying? They think that you're unaware of a lot of things, when you're really hyper aware of every damn thing. Okay. You just don't move like they move. Okay. So empath, understand that. Okay. If you're going through whatever you're going through, and it's hard because you're surrounded by people that don't understand you. It's because, like I said, most of the world is narcissistic in nature, unfortunately. And the empathic people that you're going to come into contact with, the people who have the same, are of like light. as you, okay, are going to be few and far between. So cherish those people. Most people you meet are not really going to be genuine people, okay. But we're not going to get into that. We're going to get back to the subject of, ghosting, okay? Because basically what it is they pursue you. They make you fall in love with them because they pursue you like you're the most beautiful and precious thing. And again, this is not something where you're being gullible, because it's not gullible, stupid people that this happens to. It happens to strong, you know what I'm saying, strong, intelligent people, you know what I'm saying, powerful people, which is why they have to put on an act for so long of doing all the love bombing and the hoovering, when they do, with all the things that they do to trap you, beforehand. There's a lot of acting going on. And of course, because I'm trying to look at this from both parts of view, right? A narcissist that's looking at this from the inside out and looking at somebody else getting ghosted, they would be thinking, you know what I'm saying? Because most people in this, so when I say a narc looking at somebody else getting ghosted, I'm saying most people that you're going to try to talk to about your experience and your situation, they're going to basically have that little judgment in there, okay, with it. And in their mind, they're thinking, well, that wouldn't have happened to me because I would have known, I would have seen it coming. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you would have seen something, you would have known something, because they're assuming that were dealing with a sane person. They're going to assume that you were dealing with a normal person. You know what I'm saying? I just saw something fly up out of my cauldron and I haven't burned anything in there in like 2 days. Okay. So that was, it wasn't any little fly or anything. But anyway, some energy just was released from my cauldron. So, but anyway, um, the what did I just say? That just made me lose my train of thought. Hey, Grandmaster Fee. So basically, yeah, they're assuming that like you were dealing with a normal person. You know what I'm saying? And you absolutely were not. Okay. Who would be thinking the types of, like, I can't wait, like in the group, I can't wait to hear some of the lies that your narcs told you. Because y'all, I'm telling you, who would think that grown people would be out here lying and just being so deceptive. You know what I'm saying? Nobody thinks that these people exist, especially and the only people who know that these people exist is other narcissists, okay? But if you're empathic in nature, you don't go out into the world expecting people to be the devil, okay? You think, for some reason we all tend to project our own inner state of being onto other people. And for an empath, that's it's detrimental for a narcissist too. That's what they do when they're in a relationship with you, okay? And they do it to everybody, okay? But as an empath, it's detrimental for you to do it, because most people they don't move like you move. They're not wired like you're wired. You know what I'm saying? They're not like you, okay? And so you have to deal with people accordingly and meet them where they're at. And this is what the supernova understands, which is why we know how to put on our wolf suit when we need to. You know what I'm saying? You're not just gonna sit here and this is where you develop, like, you know what I'm saying, you bring in your other spirits, you know what I'm saying? And because you just to protect the integrity of the one who's most precious at the core. You know what I'm saying? You don't protect it by becoming like the narcissist, by shutting down and going numb and becoming hardened. That's not how you protect it. But you do develop aspects of the self, because you are a multifaceted spiritual being, okay? Yes, you definitely need to adopt discernment and stop projecting your stuff onto these demons, because they're not like you, and that's the mistake. So, like, even when you're apart from them, when they do stuff like ghost you and give you the silent treatment and all of those things, because you have emotions and you go through this spectrum of emotions that you're going through. Hey, Jeanette. You go through this spectrum of emotions, you know what I'm saying? And you might start off mad at them, and then, you might start missing them, and you might get sentimental, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. And you imagine that they might be somewhere missing you. You know what I'm saying? You imagine they somewhere doing the same thing, right? They're not. You know what I'm saying? And it's not funny. You know, it's funny now because once you're on the other side of it, you look at it and you see the insanity of it and you see the absurdity of it, then yeah, it's funny, but it's not funny at all when you're going through it. You know what I'm saying? You feel like you're dying, okay? Which leads me back to wanting to talk about, because I feel like I'm kind of all over the place. I'm trying to get in everything that I want to say about it, and if it don't matter, because I'll come back, y'all. But I'm gonna tell about what it felt like when it happened to me and how it happened. And the shit was not anything that you know what I'm saying? It's absolute insanity. You know what I'm saying? And then in the group, for my group members that are in here, you guys, that's what I want to talk about. Like we're gonna really talk about I will go in there. If I don't go in the group tonight, I might go in there right after here just for a little bit, okay? Just to connect with you guys, and then we're gonna talk about some things in there. Let's gonna leave it at that. But yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about what it felt like when it happened to me, okay? Because you have to try to look at things from both sides. I be trying to understand them. You know what I'm saying too? Like, what could you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not recommending that you guys try to do this. Don't try this at home. Now, don't try to understand it, because you will absolutely run yourself crazy. Let me do this, and then I'll figure it out for y'all. And if it resonates, then take it, and if not, then just leave it on the floor. I'm not going to be offended. You know what I'm saying? But don't do it, because it will absolutely drive you crazy. This tea is so good. It's spicy, but I think I'll be putting too much honey in it. But um. So anyway, you guys, so basically that is it. Okay. On their end, they probably want out of it. Okay. And a lot of times they'll do this to you and keep coming back. They'll hoover you several times. Okay. And then, but there are, everybody has that story and has heard that story about, the father in the family, or the uncle or whoever, who left to go get a loaf of bread and never came back. Everybody has heard that story, because ghosting people been ghosting folks for years, okay? Because narcs have been around for years, okay? That's that story. They went to go get a bread, they went to go get whatever to the store, and they never came back. You think an empath can have some narc tendencies due to dealing with yeah, dealing with them for too long, it can absolutely turn you into one. And that's what I'm trying to warn y'all against. Don't let that happen, because that's what they want. They want you to give up on love, and they want you to give up on, on happiness, and they want you to become one. You know what I'm saying? They want you harden your heart and join the army of the enemy. Okay, so I'm telling you how to put on your wolf suit to protect your heart, protect the integrity of your heart, so that you can still maintain who you are at the core and still deal with them. Because when you put on your wolf suit, you're equipped with all the tools and all of the weapons that they have, so you can fight them on their level. You know what I'm saying? The verbal abuse, the motherfucking silent treatment, all of the shit that they do. You can learn how to do that shit right back to them, because see, they're doing to you what their worst fears are. Their worst fears are being abandoned and being rejected. So they're constantly doing shit to you to make you feel like that. All of their things that they do, their silent treatment, they're leaving, they're in and out of your life, the hoovering, the love bombing. They wouldn't have to hoover and love bomb if they asses was stable. Okay, they're not stable. So they wouldn't have, hoovering wouldn't exist if stability existed for them. Okay, so hoovering is when they constantly in and out of your life. That emotional roller coaster, that emotional up and down, that in and out, that back and forth that you just get so damn tired of that it just ain't even worth it no more. Okay, so but basically people don't understand it. Like, basically this is something that, if you have not experienced it firsthand, it's almost impossible to understand what it's like, because there is a supernatural aspect to it, okay, that most people don't delve into, which I'm trying to explain with the dissecting the devil classes, and just me, telling y'all what I know about it. As far as, I'm gonna tell y'all about my own experience, and what, I ain't gonna tell y'all everything. I'll tell my group, but I ain't gonna tell y'all everything. You know what I'm saying? Because the lurkers is lurking, honey. Please believe it. I feel it. Okay, so but anyway, uh, let me. It does. You ain't got to think like them. Put on the wolf suit, honey, because it becomes that other aspect of you, like the part of you that doesn't want to think like a narc. That's the part that's being protected, okay, by these other aspects of you, okay, that come down to think like a narc, honey. It's not gonna bother the core of you. She's being protected. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's not only doing dark magic on their asses, but you can just for you, like I said, you can develop that aspect of yourself. It's a suit, but it's an aspect of your spirit that you can bring down, honey, to handle that for you. Okay? But but anyway, back to, you know, it's hard to explain it to someone who hasn't been through it, because I'm trying to relate everything like my dream, okay, because I know my dream is related to it. And the dream was, again, the people were possessed and they didn't know it. And that's what it is with a narcissist, because I see narcissists who try to understand, and they just really don't have the capacity. And the reason why they don't have the capacity to understand, like, they'll say stuff like, they try to make sense of the ghosting, okay. They'll say, like, if a person doesn't benefit me, then I don't say have no reason to be there. Okay, we understand that, but first of all, that's some narcissistic ass thinking. Whether they know it or not, they are possessed and don't know it. Wait a minute. So they'll say that, okay, and they will say, well, and that's their logic. It's reasoning for them, and that makes sense. Like, if a person don't benefit you, you let them go. That, yeah, I totally agree. I completely agree with that. However, if before I let them go, if this is a person, like, say, okay, I'm not talking about like just casual people that you meet. I'm talking about somebody that you have spent every day with for a year or more, or if you spent several days a week with for a year or more. I'm talking about somebody you married to, somebody you got children with, somebody you have a commitment with and an intimate relationship with, okay? I'm not talking about just some casual acquaintances, okay? So if in fact my husband, you know what I'm saying, my sister, you know what I'm saying, somebody that I love was, failed to benefit me, which is a narcissistic term to begin with, okay? Uh, and I feel like I don't want to, even if I ever come to the point where I don't want those people in my life anymore, even if I'm mad at them, I still consider, I consider their feelings, okay, and I still consider them worthy enough, and I respect them and their feelings enough to at least give them an explanation. At least, and if I don't want to explain why I'm leaving, I at least gonna let them know that I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? You at least gonna let them know. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. Like, when it's just so, it just boggles my mind even still now. Even though I know how a narc's mind works, it boggles my mind. It really does. Like, this is the thing. Like, from the empath side, because empath is not weak. We're strong. Okay, we're stronger than y'all know. Okay, and we're not stupid. We're very intelligent. We ain't none of that shit that narcs seem to think that you are, that put you in a position to get ghosted. You know what I'm saying? You're not unattractive. You ain't none of that shit. Okay, it's none of that. It's not about you. It's about them. It's about their immaturity, their inability. They don't want to deal with the situation. You know what I'm saying? So they run from it, like they run from everything else. And when it's happening to you, because you don't know what the hell happened. Say somebody, like I said, you talk to somebody every day. We're gonna limit it to a year, okay? But this happens to people who've been married to people for 20 years and got a whole family together, okay? But I'm gonna break it down to only a year. You've only known the person for a year, and yeah, but y'all spend like several days together for a year, and you talk every day, and then all of a sudden you never hear from them again. Okay, it's devastating, because it's like, first of all, you don't know what the hell happened. So it's like, just because I want the narcissist who are listening and who are going to listen, if you, I know you don't give a damn, you know what I'm saying? Or at your deepest root, your reasoning is still gonna come back to what you got to say and what you feel, okay? But from the empath, for to the empaths, okay, who are listening, I understand, because what happened was completely abnormal, okay? You don't know what the hell happened, so you're just sitting there. You don't know if they dead. You don't know if they in the hospital. You don't know if you know what has happened. You know, you have no idea what the hell has happened. You're not just going straight to, because I mean, this is not how normal people operate. I don't care if I hate you. If we have been in a relationship, I'm gonna let you know. Look, I used to love you. I don't love your ass no more, and I'm leaving. So at least you know what's going on. When somebody disappears, they might as well come up missing. So imagine somebody coming up missing. You're gonna sit up. You just, your mind doesn't know where to settle it. Your brain does not know what to do with that. And even when you realize that they're not missing, they ain't been abducted by aliens. Okay, they're not in the hospital. They're not in jail, and all of that. Your mind. Hey, Clarence and Stockton, your mind does not know what to do with what has happened because you don't know what happened. Okay, ain't then nobody has told you nothing. Okay, and then they didn't even tell you they were leaving. Okay, so what are you supposed to do with that? You know, to just understand from the, you know, it's not about I'm so devastated because I feel like narcs feel like that the empath is so devastated because they're so dependent on the narcissist, and they're so needy, and they're so attached. That's not it. Okay, anybody would be devastated if this happened to them. Okay, and the reason why y'all just can't understand is because it has not happened to you. Most, you probably have been the one doing it. Okay, a couple of the ladies that was on the post that I'm talking about, they admitted that they were the ones who usually walk away. No, I'm not saying they're narcissists, but they may very well be, because usually if you the one who usually does that, then you know that's why you don't understand it, because you're the one doing it, and you're the narc in the situation. And you know it hasn't happened to you, but I'm just trying to give you some sort of insight from the other side of it. Just imagine someone just coming up missing, because that's what it's like. Okay, but in their minds they feeling like, well, you should have knew that this was going to happen. They just think the things see, it's so hard to explain. If a person has not dealt with a narcissist and they don't really understand narcissism, they be trying to look at the situation with logic. You know what I'm saying? And nothing that a narcissist does makes sense. Okay, they live in the land of insanity. Nothing that they do makes sense. So it's not like it's something that you could have seen coming, because it's not like anything could have had to be going wrong in a relationship for them to do that. You know what I'm saying? They could have just been coming back around on their cycle of hypnotic rhythm. Okay, and on the best day when things are going well and everything is good in your relationship, and y'all both agreed this morning after you made love that everything is so good in our relationship, and I'm not exaggerating. This shit happens. Okay, y'all was everything was so good this morning, and then all of a sudden they come up missing. Now the narc, I can feel both minds, because for some reason I've been trying to explain both, right? So I have tapped into the narc mind, because now every time I'm thinking about something, I'm seeing both sides, right? Because as I'm saying this, the narc mind is saying, no, that was your perception because you was stupid, and there was signs, you just couldn't see them. That's what they think. You know what I'm saying? So there's like no reasoning. There's nothing that you can make them understand. You have to have experienced this in order to be able to understand it, because your mind is always going to take logic and be like, no, because normal people can see that, you know, y'all didn't really have no connection, and that's why in your things were getting, the excitement was gone, or whatever. The signs, the normal signs you can see when a relationship is falling apart. Okay, you don't get none of that with a narc, because they be lying. Everything about them is an act. All 24 hours of day they are acting, except when they are showing you that evil eye, when they're showing you that the narcissist stare, when they're showing you the narcissist rage, when they're showing you their pathological envy and all of that ugliness. That's the real them. That's when the mask is slipping off. Okay, but for the most part, they wear that mask. Okay, so you think the mask is who they are, and you believe that, and so they had on the mask this morning. They had on the mask this morning. Okay, this morning while they was slobbing you up, okay? While they was serving you when you woke up this morning and telling you how much they love you, okay? And how much life going, y'all planning your future and everything. Okay? You may have even went looking for houses, house hunting and shit. Okay, this morning. And then this evening, you don't hear from them no more for a month or never again. Okay, it happens. And it's like you don't you there's nobody to talk to because most people are not gonna believe your story. It don't make sense. So you sounds like you lying. Y'all don't understand the position that the mate is put in, that the empath is always put in their impossible situations. Because even if they go to their own family and tell what happened, the family gonna be like, no, because that don't make no sense. It never makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna make sense. They gonna feel like, no, you stupid. You just didn't see the signs. I'm telling you, ain't no signs to see. Okay, so don't beat yourself up if this has happened to you. There's no signs to see. These people are insane. Okay, so don't try to use logic to to describe their behavior or to understand it. It's not, there's logic ain't got nothing to do with it. They are absolutely they fall back into the abyss, honey. They because the whole time everything that they do and their whole dysfunction is set up for to help them try to escape life and escape growing up. They are in arrested development. Okay, so they stopped growing a long time ago and they're afraid to grow up. They're afraid of life. So they run from bills and they run from adult responsibilities. They run from relationships, especially if you're trying to have a deep conversation about the relationship. How dare you? How dare you? Okay, that means that you get insulted and get called everything but a child of God just because you was trying to, how dare you try to talk to me about this relationship? And I'm telling you, they will straight snap and call you everything and just they're the devil. It's a demon. Okay. And that it's you can't talk to them about nothing. You can't, there's nothing, okay? But this is after they have love bombed you in the beginning. So in the beginning, they're sitting there, they listen to every little thing that you have to say. They're into everything you're into. One of my narcs even told me, I was reading this book. When you think about the lies that you believed and shit, you know what I'm saying? When you look back at it, it's like, damn, how could I have been so stupid? It's because you don't think that someone could be that damn deceptive, that damn immature. You know what I'm saying? That damn evil, that diabolical. And so you're not stupid to expect human beings to act like human beings or people that look like human beings to act like human beings. Okay. You're not stupid to have expected a 40-year-old man to act like a 40-year-old man. Okay. Or a 50 or 60-year-old man. Because they all, no matter what age they are, they're still 12. Okay. But he told me, I was reading this thick book, this thick called, I'll show y'all one day. It's in my room somewhere. It's called because there's two books, and matter of fact, I might do this with you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna introduce this book to y'all, but it's called Miss Annabelle's Secret. Okay, and it's very thick. It's two books there, and they're both very thick, in the Neo Think Society, and it's a huge book, like it's bigger than a laptop computer, and then it's this damn thick. Okay, I mean the book is thick as hell. And so because I was reading the book when I met him. And he told me, because he had been in the military and everything, it's not like you don't do your research. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, okay, this is what I'm saying. Empaths are not stupid. This is what they need to understand. You do your research, you make sure they had a mother and a father. You see if they had, they went to the military. This is what I had gauged from, this particular narc. He had been to the military, he had both parents, he was disciplined, he had a good job, he had money, you know what I'm saying? He was responsible, you know what I'm saying? He knew how to treat a lady. He was treating me well. He came right in, buying me things, paying bills, you know what I'm saying? He had his own shit. So, of course, you're looking for certain things, and they're all there, okay? And then they tell you the stories of the shit that they've been through, that would make you think they would have some compassion because they've been abused and they're the victim of some shit. So you're like, oh, okay, but they seem mature. So you're like, damn, they just haven't been loved right. It's a game, okay? And so, and they know this, okay, but you don't know it. You thinking, because they play it so subtly, it's not something that you can detect, y'all. Because again, this is the devil you're dealing with, okay. This is why I'm using that book to teach y'all. I am not exaggerating when I tell y'all this. You are dealing with the devil incarnate. So please believe that his cunningness is on a level that's not, it's not human. It is supernatural, okay. The way that they slip in, okay. My narc was a Scorpio. Okay. My ladies, if you know a Scorpio, and they are very seductive, they're very sexual, they look good, they know how to, you know what I'm saying? They know how to serve you to the point where you're just being seduced into this you're getting mind fucked. Okay. And the witch, shout out. I hope she's watching or she sees this later, because you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I like her. I like her genuinely, from what I see from her energy. She just don't seem pretentious to me. But I do believe she's a narcissist. Okay. So I hope you don't take it the wrong way. Damn, how long my titties been out up here, y'all. But anyway, I do believe she's a narcissist. Because she says a lot of narc shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think she really cares. That's how she's just real about who she is. You know what I'm saying? So, I appreciate seeing both perspectives. But she, I was finna it related to something that I was saying. Oh, but they will seduce you, okay? And so you thinking, you don't have to be lonely. You don't have to have low self-esteem. They do prey on people with low self-esteem though, and their whole thing is they get people with high self-esteem because they want to bring your self-esteem low. They get people that they admire. They get people with qualities that they want, okay? But that what they want is they actually want to take those qualities from you in a tangible kind of way and put them on themselves. They want to put your shit on like a damn suit and wear it. They think it's another mask that they can put on, like the one they got on now. So the closest they can get to that is stealing the identities of the narcissists that they've destroyed along their path of destruction, right? So the narcissists that they went, that they've hurt and lied to and did all this stuff to, the next person that they get with, they telling the story of the narcissist life like it was their damn story. This is the ways that they steal your identity. You know what I'm saying? This is how they come up with their victim stories and all of that kind of shit. Okay. They literally are body snatchers. The ones who are obsessive and obsessed with other people, like my stalker, the ones y'all know of mine, they literally try to become you. They try to take over your mannerisms, the wording that you use. They try to wear your clothes. They try to do everything that you do, but they think they can do it better. And they try to put you down like you ain't shit. They want to throw you away and they want to put your suit on and wear it, honey. They want to live in you. I'm telling you, they literally want to be you. And this is, not just the ones who don't know you and who are obsessive, but sometimes people's husbands and shit too. You know what I'm saying? They're always in competition with you. Okay, so understand this. But basically they know how to seduce you. They know how to, but he had told me that he read that book, okay, and I was so impressed. Now I know that you've been in the army and I know that you've traveled, you've been to Germany, you've lived in Germany, you've lived in these different places, you know what I'm saying? So yes, I'm intrigued by your stories and you telling me, and you're listening to my shit, you know what I'm saying? And you said, you tell me that you read that book, and it was like a year later that I found out that he was lying, right? Because he eventually turned around and said that he never even said he said that shit. Okay, that's the thing. Those are the things that make you mad. But he told me, and he's probably, well, I ain't gonna say that, but he told me that he had read that book. Okay. And so I'm like, oh my God. So of course, he could point out that I was sapiosexual right off the top, which means that he knows that I was attracted to intelligence, okay, and the intellectual type, So he became that. He told me that the author of that book that I was reading, called Miss Annabelle's Secrets, and I want y'all to go on Google or somewhere and Google that book and see how big and thick that damn book is, in the Neo Think Society. I cannot remember the author's name, but he told me that the author of the book that I was reading had contacted him back when he was in the military and had wanted to meet with him, had sent him a letter. Now, the book is about this woman. She's a teacher who basically was the teacher of a lot of people who became great leaders in the world, and like the richest people in the world, and people who like made some of the greatest, inventions and stuff like that in the world. So they were trying to figure out what was her secret that she turned out all of these people who became extremely successful. Okay, so he's telling me that the author, because this is real. Okay, Miss Annabelle was a black lady. Okay, so it's an interesting book, y'all. Matter of fact, I might bring that out for y'all. Okay, um, but anyway, he told me that the author had contacted him when he was in the military, and I'm like, oh my God, for what? Now, why would you think somebody would sit there and lie about something like that? We grown. We are grown, okay? And so why would you think a grown man who has been to the military, who has did all this shit, would be sitting up lying, talking about the author? It's so off like that. That's such it was, that lie. I mean, I don't know. And so he told me that the man had contacted him. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so intrigued. I'm like, why did he contact you? He was like, because of my IQ. Y'all, it's stupid. I mean, when you think back on the shit, it's like, oh my God, and shit but at the time I'm like, really? Oh my God, because your IQ. Because he knew that's what I wanted to hear. It's because it's the devil, y'all. They know what you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my God, I have met a motherfucker that's intelligent and so intelligent that this man was trying to contact him. You know what I'm saying? He know that that's what I wanted to hear. So I've heard of some incredible lies. One of my friends told me that for like the first couple of years of her relationship, she thought that her husband had a twin brother, and he would, he talk about him all the time, and had all these stories about him and stuff, and come to find out that the twin brother had died at birth, and he was like in his 30s and shit. And so, you know what I'm saying? All this time he would be acting like he was calling him, like he was talking to him, visiting him. They was doing stuff together. He had all these stories about things that he had done and they had done together, and come to find out that that was all a lie. I mean, some of the stories that you will hear that narcissists tell, nobody would think that a grown, you know what I'm saying, a mature adult would make up these such elaborate and such lies that ain't even based in no kind of truth at all. That is when you realize these motherfuckers are insane. Okay, something is really wrong. Okay, something is really wrong. They do project they project their hatred, their insecurities. They project everything about them onto other people because they hate themselves. Scorpios are the worst ones. That's why the silverback dresses like you and copies your. Yes, I'm so tired of him over there lying and shit. He over there lying, talking about I'm copying him. What is there to copy about you? He gonna say. I heard him over there say. Somebody sent me a clip and he tried to say that he was lying. He be lying like a motherfucker. He said he was telling his people that when we both got our channels shut down. Now y'all know I shut his channel down first. I shut his channel down about a month before he was able to get mine down. Okay. He had been on YouTube for 6 years at that time. He had 6,000 subscribers when he lost his channel. So you have been on here for 6 years, you had 6,000 subscribers. I had been on here for 1 year and I had 5,000. Okay, I had over 5,000 subscribers at the time, and I had all, and I had signed with Broadband TV. I was a Broadband TV partner, and I was getting sponsorships and everything. Okay, he over there lying. Now he over there telling his people. So basically, so he got mine shut down a year after. I had only been on there for 1 year and I had 5,000 subscribers and I lost my channels. Okay, so I lost 1 year worth of work, and then but he had lost 6 years worth of work and he had 6,000 subscribers. So why are you over there lying, talking about I had 6,000 subscribers and she only had 800? You a damn lie. If I only had 800, why is it that you only got 600 now and I got more than double what the hell you got? You know what I'm saying? Because you restarted your channel way before I did. You lost your shit a month before me, so you started your shit a month before me. And you had that channel before that, but we're going to start there. Okay? And I started mine, okay, a month after you. So why is it that you still sitting at 600 right now? If you had 6,000 then, and I only had 800. Okay, quit lying. Okay, he be sitting over there lying like, oh, that's why I have to check in every once in a while to see what he over there saying about me and shit, because that shit it bothers me. You know what I'm saying? um it don't bother me enough to you know what I'm saying, to waste my time, sitting over there. But it just bothers me that you still, why, like, that head work ain't gonna ever wear the hell off. What the hell, you gonna go to your death with me on the brain, huh? Y'all better hit me up for that work, I'm telling you. I got motherfuckers suing me and shit. And this bitch really might sue me because she has money. I don't give a damn. Let's go to court because this is going to be very interesting. I just don't want the attention. You know what I'm saying? But you can't sue shit because you ain't got no damn case. Bitch, how you going to sue somebody because they did what you paid them for? You feeling guilty. You're not going to make me feel guilty. Your ass feel guilty. I know he's watching. I know he's watching. And as soon as I get off, he's going to go on there. Okay? He's going to go. He's gonna go live. You know what I'm saying? He uses my words all the time, even little words like mindful. Yeah, so be very mindful. You wasn't saying mindful. You was not saying none of the shit that you be saying now. I cannot stand these motherfuckers. Okay, but anyway, I'm not even finna get into it. I'm not finna get into it, y'all. They try to bring the Cali up out of me. I'm not getting into it. Okay, but we're talking about ghosting. It's not something that happens to, people who are stupid or gullible or weak or, none of that shit. It can happen to anybody because anybody, who would be thinking that this person is just sitting here lying like a motherfucker. Like, this man told me that the author of the book that I was writing had contacted him when he was in the army, and that it was because of his IQ. And I'm sitting here listening to him, and he seems to know things, and you know what I'm saying. I'm falling into it. And yes, when you think about it, then because you think people are like you. You ain't sitting up lying. You don't lie like that. Empaths do not lie. We hate the lie, and we love the truth. That's what y'all don't understand. We are that shit personified. Okay, and they are the exact opposite. They hate the truth and they love the lie. Their father is the father of lies. Our father is the living. We are the living truth. Okay, understand that. And so that's why we clash so much. But they envy what we have. They envy the fruits of the spirit because they know that they're empty and they know that we're filled to the brim with that which matters. Okay. So they try to fill themselves with shit like material things and outer shit like how they look, and they're always in competition, and ain't nobody even, what I'm saying, nobody even checking for you. Like, really? I mean, what woman is trying to compete with a man dressed as a woman? But I'm not finna get into it because he'll be trying to flag my shit just because I said that. Okay. Because see, narcs are extremely hypersensitive to their ego being threatened, to that false self that they created being threatened, which is why they out here trying to make laws to force people. Let me digress because it ain't even worth it. Anyway, y'all, thinking of that, y'all go check out some of the, if you haven't checked them out yet, go check out No Narc Network TV, because I do have I have 4 volumes of the Narcs Gone Wild videos on there. And these are narcissists acting a fool out in public. So if people don't know how narcissists act, and like don't really know what a narcissist is, for those of you who haven't really had the experience, okay, who haven't been around them, go watch No Narc Network TV when we're done here, and check out some of my Narcs Gone Wild videos, because this is them acting out in public, okay? And I'm gonna put some more. Some of them now, the ones that are up there now, some of them are funny, okay, but they're gonna get more serious. I want y'all to see what I'm talking about, okay, and what people are dealing with every day, and why it's much more serious than the average person can understand. The average person, when they listen to a person who has had to deal with a narc survivor, if they haven't had an experience with a narc, and if they don't know, what it's like, then they're looking at it, trying to look at it with logic. Okay, so there's going to be some judgment in there of you, because in normal relationships, it usually is both people who have taken some part in the shit that has gone on. Okay. But so if you're sitting here talking about all the shit that the narc has done and not putting in what you've done, then they think that you're being one-sided and you're not telling the whole story. They don't understand how the narc moves, and that they do be doing all types of, it's just like that little bad little child. They are like the little boy who has ADD, okay, HDD or whatever that shit is, okay, that kids have, okay. ADHD, my bad, y'all. But you know, it's like that. Okay, the little boy, he's doing every damn thing. He bouncing off the walls. He messing with everybody. He terrorizing. This is what they're doing in the lives of their families and their mates and their spouses and shit. Okay, especially the spouse. Okay, they are just terrorizing you. Every time you look up, is something else going on every level. Okay, they done did something to mess up the finances. They done got in trouble in some kind. They're just doing everything. They're causing everything. It's just unending stress. Okay, because it's like they're a child, and you don't realize this until you're in the relationship with them, because they know how to act exactly how they need to act, because it's the devil. Understand me. They okay. He might be using somebody who's not very intelligent at all, but that method of seduction to get that intelligent person that they want to get, oh, that's the devil. The devil completely takes over and becomes that very charming. This is what y'all need to understand. And I'm telling y'all about the supernatural aspect of it that you can't really explain to another person. This is why you end up being frustrated, empath, when you try to talk to people who haven't been through it, or someone who's not empathic about your shit. They're never going to understand, because it's that supernatural aspect of it that you can't even explain. Okay, when they come in, the method of seduction is on a level of very sophisticated. Okay, it's something that after it's happened to you, you don't know what the hell has happened. Okay, you don't know what the hell happened, because it's not them. He takes a vessel whose brain ain't there. Listen to me, y'all. Y'all need to understand about the drifting and the whole thing in the classes. Okay, if you're not up on the dissecting the devil classes, y'all need to catch up. Okay, I'm finna put 14 out tomorrow. Okay, um, it's the devil. Okay, so understand the brain. How he's saying that, you know, he gets drifters so that he can completely take over their brain function. Okay, so understand that when this narcissist is seducing you and lying and shit, and telling you how the hell he know exactly what you need to hear. Exactly. It's not like a normal human being, and like these narcs out here who think they mouthpiece so smooth. It's not them, because you know, when the devil ain't with them, you know what I'm saying, and you hear him talking like you ain't got no damn high IQ, you know what I'm saying, and you're not intelligent, but they think they are. It's because he slips in and do little shit, you know what I'm saying, uses them, uses their brain, uses their bodies to seduce you, but you're being seduced by something supernatural, honey. Yes, you have slept with the devil. Okay, y'all remember that movie Sleeping with the Devil? Go back and watch it. It was about a narcissistic relationship. That's y'all homework. My class, my No Narc Network. Matter of fact, we might watch it together. But my homework, y'all homework, is to get the movie Sleeping with the Devil and rewatch it, because you're watching a narcissistic relationship. Okay, you're watching it. He is a narcissist. He's a classic narcissist. Okay, so y'all go watch that, because we're going to discuss it in the group. Okay, No Narc Network members, watch Sleeping with the Devil. What's her name in that? She was in Eat, Pray, Love. Can't remember her name. Real pretty redhead. But anyway, um Sleeping with the Devil. Watch that, okay? Because that's what you're doing. You literally, this is the devil taking over this brainless ass person to seduce you, to seduce your mind, your body, and your soul, honey. Understand that. You have been seduced, and you have been sleeping with the devil. A lot of y'all got spawns, little spawns of the devil, and had kids by him. Okay? So think about it. And that, you know, it's a supernatural seduction. It is not some regular person coming, because like I said, people ain't stupid. And see, if they think that it was a regular person that seduced you, you know what I'm saying, and they know the person that did it, and they know them, you know what I'm saying, and so they see that that's a regular person to them, because that's what they act like to them. The devil don't come out usually until you're at home, until you're behind closed doors, until you're alone with the family or the victim. Okay, and I'm not calling anybody in my group. We don't use that word in the No Narc Network, but victims do exist. You know what I'm saying? They do exist. And so I don't know why I'm looking into something else, but anyway, um, yeah, everything does happen in the spirit first. You're gonna move it. You feel things is first because, like, when you've been with a narcissist for a while, and say, because they, again, they go through the cycles of being themselves and being normal, and then the devil slips in, right? And it'll be like I said, nothing has to be going wrong, but if you're very discerning, if you're empathic, if you're, you know what I'm saying, if you are observant, you can feel when the devil slips in. That energy changes. It changes, because I remember towards the end of my relationship with the narc, I could feel when it was coming in. Okay. And I'll tell y'all something about, I'm telling y'all in the group, y'all, I can't wait to tell y'all some of the things that I've seen. Okay. I know it's supernatural. I know that it's demonic. You know what I'm saying? But towards the end, I remember, because I'm very confrontational myself. Like I said, I'm a supernova. I'm not that soft type of empath. Now, I'm soft enough that my heart is there, the integrity is there, my feelings are there. So I have cried deeper than probably any of you guys. You know what I'm saying? And probably more. There was times in them narc relationships where you be crying all day, every damn day, because you just ain't getting shit that you need. You know what I'm saying? You just ain't getting shit, okay? And you just don't understand. Like, once you wrap your mind around it, you know what I'm saying? It breaks you down, okay? Because it's supernatural. It's not a normal human being doing this to you. So understand that. Don't ever, you know what I'm saying, beat yourself up about the things that you allowed to happen and what happened, because again, you were dealing with the devil. You was not dealing with a normal human being. He was just using that human being's body. Okay, so this was a supernatural seduction. I need to make a video called that. I might even retitle that, because that's exactly what it is, and that's what the spirits are telling me to say. It's a supernatural seduction. Okay, and this is what you got seduced by. You were sleeping with the devil, because he comes in, he tells you exactly what you need to hear. Okay, so that shit that resonates. This is why you be thinking you so in love, like, oh my God, this is perfect, the perfect person. Okay, how the hell did the author of this book that nobody even knows about contacted you? Okay. So I'm telling y'all the dumb lies that I have fell for, so you understand that you are not stupid. Okay, because I don't feel that I come across as stupid or unintelligent or gullible or any of that shit to any of y'all. And I'm letting y'all know that I have gotten mind fucked by a narcissist, okay, and telling me some bullshit, because the devil knows exactly what you want to hear if you talk to him enough. If you pay attention, this is why they study you so much. This is a devil studying you. I told y'all, pay attention to their eyes and start to be more discerning. And shut down when you don't see nothing in there. Shut completely down, because all he's trying to do is get your damn information when they sitting there being so attentive and listening to you and looking at you like you're so beautiful, and they can't get enough. Now, what the person who's being used by the devil is feeling, that's really what they are feeling. Okay, this is what they really are feeling. They feeling like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. I remember that particular narc, and they all do it. They all be talking about, I just think about you so much. Especially when you're a witch too, you do kind of enchant. You know that you enchant people, okay, as a witch. So them telling you that ain't really, you know what I'm saying? It fits, okay? So they will be like, I can't stop thinking about you, and you're like, yeah, you you know what I'm saying? They feed your ego, okay? And they feed the shit that you need, okay? And they, and you believe it because they're with you. They there, they doing it. They doing it, honey. They paying the bills. They taking you places. They're buying you shit. They are there. So they feel it fulfilling. Their actions are matching their words at the time. Okay. So what is there not to believe? Okay, they completely play that role, honey. They play that role because understand what you're dealing with here. It's supernatural. Okay, it is supernatural. Yes, they watch, because that's the devil watching you. They watch you so much. I mean, oh my God, I couldn't even go, like, if we were in one room and I would go to the bathroom or certain things, the narc would always find out you, because you start to notice that stuff. Like, damn, every time I come to the bathroom, you find a reason to walk past the door, or you know what I'm saying? If I go to the room, you find a reason to come in here, trying to act like you're doing something else. You start to notice it because you can't get away from them. They are attached to you. They are attached to you. Like every time you move, they moving with you. Okay, that's that bond, that tie, that soul tie, that connection. And they're so attentive in the beginning, and you taking this as they're into me. Who wouldn't take it as that? You know what I'm saying? And again, it's not no normal shit, and it's not you being having low self esteem, you being lonely. It's not that. It's that you being seduced by the devil. Okay, a supernatural seduction. And think about it, because I know some of y'all thinking about it now, like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Especially those who had a damn Scorpio. Okay? Because they was doing it all, honey. They was doing it all. Okay? So a bitch understands. Okay? Let me come back. Let me bring myself back. But yes, I get it. Okay? I know. And it, like I said, you were seduced by the devil, so you don't ever blame yourself. It was not about you if they ghosted you. Basically, they're cowards. They are children, essentially. A lot of them don't have the emotional development to even be able to you know what I'm saying, to even know what to say. And so a lot of them, even after they've ghosted you and you talk to them later, you might get to hear from them, however long they stay, it's gonna be long enough to break your heart. Because I said I was gonna tell y'all. I remember the first time it happened to me. I don't remember what it was about, because nothing had happened. It didn't make no damn sense. All of a sudden, we talk every day. We're together every day. Like, I'm feeling like this is my best friend. It was for at least a year or more. Like I said, um, it's like your best friend. You spend it every day together. You talk every day. You do everything together. And then all of a sudden they stop. Okay. And I remember, just because your mind goes through everything, when you finally realize that they ain't dead, they ain't in the hospital, they ain't locked up. You know what I'm saying? Aliens didn't get them. Because all these things go through your mind, okay? Because you don't know nothing. This is why your brain does not know what to do. Your brain does not know how to tell you how to feel, okay? It can throw you completely off your square, because I'm a strong woman, okay? And it threw me off. So I know if it threw me off, I have seen people be completely destroyed. I have seen people go insane, okay? Um, who was completely insane, okay? And it was from the narc, okay? The model that I was telling y'all about. But and I've seen people just never be the same, you know what I'm saying? But people that I'm close to, it's demonic. It is so damaging, you know what I'm saying? It's beyond damaging. You know what I'm saying? It will kill something inside of you, and that's what it's designed to do. It's a supernatural seduction that is designed to make you give up on love. Okay, they want you to give up on love, and they essentially want you to give up on life. They want you to off yourself. They want you out of here. Okay, that's what the devil wants, but he's gonna come in. Yeah, of course he's not gonna come in like that and until you disagree with him, until you know what I'm saying, until you start having your own mind, until he can't control you, then you're gonna see the devil. Okay. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. If you are not dealing with the devil incarnate, when you're dealing with the narcissist rage, the narcissist stare, you know what I'm saying, and all the other diabolical ass bullshit that they do. They are trying to kill your spirit. I've had a narcissist, a narc parent actually tell me, I'm going to kill your spirit. And that lingered in my mind for years, like as a child. You know what I'm saying? What the hell would you want to kill your own child's spirit? So I knew even then that, that was a demonic possession. You know what I'm saying? I know that because they will tell you. Yeah, I had somebody look me right in my eye that was supposed to be loving me and caring for me and say, I'm gonna kill your spirit. But see, you have to understand that it is the devil, y'all. It is not that person. The person, just like I said, when they're seducing you and they feeling like they all into you and they want you, the person really is having that experience. They really are falling in love with you. They really are. It is the devil in them, okay, that's making them feel that. I'm not saying it's real. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it's real, but that's what they are feeling on their end. They're not understanding that they're being used by the devil to seduce you. Okay, that's it's supernatural, y'all. It's something that you cannot explain to another person, especially somebody who ain't has not been through, who has not experienced it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that he's using them, so they don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's like in my dream, the people were possessed, but they did not know it. Okay, so when he's using them and doing all this stuff, they really, you know what I'm saying, they in it too. You know what I'm saying? They think they in it. They are making love to you. They are feeling these things. When they saying I can't stop thinking about you, it's because he made them do that. He's using them to come to you to do what he got to do. He's using them. Okay, so they do not know what the hell they doing. This is why forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Now, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying forgive them. Okay. I'm not saying forgive them, but that's the truth, y'all. You know, and it's maybe because I'm not at that point of forgiveness yet where I can completely accept that they don't know, but they don't know, y'all. They really don't. They're now they know. This is what I know that they know because I've learned a lot from Sade, and just knowing, you know, this is what I know that they do know. And as spirit is even showing me stuff right now, because now as it's coming in, this is tripping me out too, y'all, the way I'm seeing stuff in my mind where it's coming, because now before I could only see the empath side of shit. Okay, and now it's like ever since we got on this other side of this portal, I can clearly see both sides. That's a gift, you know what I'm saying? Because now I understand how they feel. You know what I'm saying? That is a gift. They are like body snatchers. That's what I call them. That's what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what they want. But yeah, I can see both sides now, y'all. Um, they are being used. They really do think they love you. That's why it's so believable, y'all. You guys are not stupid. You're not gullible. You're not weak. You did not fall for the okie doke. You got seduced by the devil. Okay, and that person got used by the devil, and what that feels like is it feels like you think this shit is real, and on their side they don't understand why the hell you know, they can't make this work. Why we can't understand, you know what I'm saying? Why we're not understanding each other? Why we not communicating? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, and after you really have another perspective, you know what I'm saying? After you are away from it, you know what I'm saying? Because now I'm looking at, I can see it from you know what I'm saying? Once you out of that shit and you're not, you know, you're not in it, you can laugh about it. You ain't no way in hell you could have laughed about it when you were in it. You know what I'm saying? You can see it, seeing it from a different perspective because you're on the other side of it. You know, this is how you know that there's healing. You know what I'm saying? After narcissism, then you have to reach back and tell other people, because it's an epidemic, y'all, and it's happening to so many people, and so many people have never even heard the word narcissism. They have no idea what it is that they're going through. So these people are out here being seduced by the devil, literally. You know what I'm saying? Having these supernatural, you know what I'm saying, you know, supernatural damn experience, being literally tormented by the devil, having sex with the devil. You know what I'm saying? Making soul ties with the devil. So if you are on the other side, you have to turn around and pull to show somebody else the way out. You know what I'm saying? You have to. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, you know what I'm saying, there's a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's an epidemic, and so many people are just dealing with it and don't even know what's going on from either side of it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they seduce, they are being used, and you are being seduced, y'all. It wasn't about, had nothing to do with you, so please don't use it as a reflection on yourself. And I know it's hard because it'll start to make you question yourself when they just ghost you and you don't have no explanation, you don't have no notice, no nothing. Okay, and you've been spending every day with that person. It causes you to have to reconfigure your whole world in an instant, and so it's a shock to your system. Your brain don't know even how to tell you to feel, because your brain don't know what happened. When you know what happened, then you know how you're supposed to react to it. You don't know what happened, so you're just in limbo. And I remember when at the time when I didn't know what was happening, I remember feeling my throat energy being like, it felt at the time, it felt like energy was leaking out of my throat chakra. I could feel it, and it was blue. I could see it. It was blue energy coming out of my throat chakra. and I didn't know what was happening. I knew I was sick. I knew I was sick. My heart chakra just, you know what I'm saying? My heart and my throat, because the communication, you know what I'm saying? The communication and the emotions, okay? The need for the communication, the words I couldn't say, you know what I'm saying? All the feelings I wasn't allowed to express, that shit was just leaking out. And I could feel I was sick in my spirit. Okay, so understand, y'all, it's what you feeling. I understand the depth of what you're feeling. If don't nobody else understand, I do. You know what I'm saying? It's not you. You know what I'm saying? It is something that is happening to you supernaturally. I saw the energy. I could feel it. Your throat, I could feel my throat chakra leaking. Now I understand that's them taking, that's that energy that they getting from you. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're vampires. You know what I'm saying? This is how they get your energy. You know what I'm saying? It was leaking out, but I'm sure he was getting it. You know what I'm saying? So I was sick, okay? So you are sick in your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because they have attached to your spirit and then just ripped themselves away. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel that. Okay, so don't ever let anybody tell you that you need to just get over it. You know, that takes healing, that takes understanding, it takes time, and it takes somebody who actually understands. Okay, because most people are just judging you because they're narcs. They are narcs. So they don't understand. They don't even have the capacity to understand what you're feeling, which is why you need to get with people of like light who understand what you've been through, who've been through what you're going through. Okay. Um, it's supernatural. You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to think back on it and, you know, reconsider things, because when you look back at things from a different perspective, you can change the effect that it's having on you. What's up, Jamila? Yeah, you can be sick like that. I know. Did you feel it? Where did you feel it at? Because I know you're an intuitive. I know that you're a sensitive. Tell me, did you feel it? Where did you feel it at it, or how did you experience it? Or maybe we can talk about that later. But I definitely felt my heart chakra and my throat chakra leaking this blue energy. It's devastating. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it pisses me off that people look at it and be like, y'all weak. No, bitch. No, you couldn't go through this. Okay. You would literally have damned wanted to die or killed yourself. A normal person could not go through this and survive and live to tell about it and still be okay and still have joy and smile and have faith in damn humanity and still know that I can love again. Okay. The normal person can't do that. This is why they all have become narcs. This is why their hearts are hardened. And they pride themselves on being savages and not caring about nobody because it happened to them. They hardened themselves when something happened, because everybody's had their heart broke. But what happened when you got it broke? Were you able to filter that pain? Were you able to transmute that into something valuable that you can share with other people? I'm not talking about money, honey. I'm talking about this transfer value that I'm giving to y'all right now, because I've been through it and I can tell you that I understand that it's going to help some healing for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm showing you there is life after the narcissist. There's life after the damn discard. There's life after being ghosted, because it was never about you. Okay, you are a beautiful, strong, powerful woman. That's why they chose you and was trying to get that shit up out of you. They want your spirit. That's what they was trying to snatch for themselves. Okay, they don't just choose people that ain't about nothing, whose soul that they want to get. This is the devil that we're dealing with. Okay, the devil don't just come and choose any weak ass person to want to take over. Who you know what I'm saying? He wants quality. You know what I'm saying? He wants the most highs people. Okay, so don't ever, you know what I'm saying, down yourself or make it feel like it was about you on no level, that some stupid immature narcissist was not able, you know what I'm saying, or they ran away from the responsibilities. They ran away from some, because a lot of times this is another thing that really is really hurtful. A lot of times when they will ghost you, it will be when they have done something wrong to you. They have done so imagine the hurt on top of the hurt on top of the hurt. They have done something wrong to you. Okay, they have disrespected you, they have hurt you in some kind of way, and then they don't want to deal with your crying about it, or having to hear you talk about it, or having to apologize to you, or having to say they're sorry. They don't want to have to do nothing to fix it. So they leave. Okay. So now you got the hurt that they did to you at first, on top of them now running away from you and rejecting you because they've hurt you. That is some devastating shit that nobody would be able to deal with, least of all them. So don't ever let a narc try to tell you, call you weak, or or stupid, or any of that, because they the ones that's weak, and they are the ones that are stupid. And we all know this. We all know that your development is arrested, your heart is hardened. You know what I'm saying? That shit can't be used by the realms, the higher realms. That shit cannot be used by the angelic realms. It cannot be used by people in the higher realms. So you can only work with lower dark energies, honey. We can work with all that. And I do it all. You know what I'm saying? They can't do what I do because they ain't fucking with them in the higher realms. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever, that's their whole game plan, and that's their whole goal when they attach themselves to you, empath, is to make you give up on love, to make you give up on life, to give up on the inherent goodness of humanity. You know what I'm saying? And to forget who you are. You know what I'm saying? Which is a very important person in the spiritual realm. Very important to the Most High. That's why they coming for you. Okay? They not coming for these, Ray and Pookie. Okay? They coming for Tarot Queen Jamila and Oshun Ajay. You know what I'm saying? They coming for the people who have ranking in the spiritual realms. Okay, that ain't got nothing to do with material things and money and all that. It has to do with spiritual power. Okay, and the spiritual hierarchy that they see. That's why they want it. They want that crown. Okay, that the Most High placed on your head that can't nobody take off. Y'all know, like the Wizard of Oz. Remember when the witch put Dorothy's crown on? This is what Spirit is showing me right now. Remember when the witch put Dorothy's crown on and the wicked witch tried to touch it, and how she couldn't touch it, how she curled up, how this is how the devil is coming for your spiritual crown. And in that crown, it's adorned with jewels that say you can do divination, you can sing, you can dance, you clairaudient, you're clairvoyant, you're clairsentience. Go out and do my work. Be my hands, be my voice. Touch people and heal them. Speak this life into these people. Okay, that's what your job is, and that is why that devil is coming for you. That's why these devils are jealous of you. That's why they try to negate who you are. They try to negate your power. You know what I'm saying? And your abilities. Go, anybody that know my hater, go listen to that big head, greasy, big broad back, large. All right, let me let me stop. But this is why they coming for you. They want to be you, and this is painfully obvious, y'all. It's obvious. These people are being tormented day and night just by your mere presence. They hate you, but they study you. I know my haters study me. You up in here right now. Him and all his misfits in his M&Ms. Okay, they study me. He's studying me right now, and he think he can do me better than me. So he's gonna go over to his channel and be like, "Yeah, honey, please, honey, yeah, girl." But you know what I'm saying? Come on, you a whole dude up around this mug, but I'm not going into it. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Understand that this is why I'm telling y'all, I know what they've done to you. They verbally abuse you. They try to make you feel like you ain't shit, but it's because you are the shit. Okay, it's them that ain't shit. See, they're looking at they see you. They want you to be a reflection. They're projecting all their shit onto you. Okay, so don't take that shit, because that's what an empath will tend to do, because we're naturally a sponge for that shit. That's why you got to put on your wolf suit. Okay, put on your wolf suit so that your inner integrity is protected, but it's not going to harden up like they shit did. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to learn how to fight in the spiritual realm. Okay. The thing I can say, you know what I'm saying, I had a narc parent, but it was never as bad as some other people. So I still feel blessed, because I can't even call I ain't even gonna go. I'll talk to my group about it, okay? But anyway, what I was gonna say about it is, if you're a supernova empath, you have been prepared for this. And the way I was prepared for it was my narc parent who was verbally abusive. So now ain't shit that nobody can say to me to abuse me, bitch. I am the queen of motherfucking verbal abuse, okay? So if you know what I'm saying? So basically, it's like the things that you go through in your life prepare you for being able to fight in the spirit, and you have to know how to fight. I know you don't want to fight. but you have to. And unfortunately, they have a tongue that's a sword, right? So you got to get your sword out, okay? Hence the Kali Ma. Always in the background, baby. Always in the foreground, ready to come to the foreground at any motherfucking moment, okay? My tongue ain't nobody's tongue sharper than this tongue right here. Okay, so don't start that bullshit because I will cut your damn head off with it. Okay, don't play with me. I know because see, I have that supernatural sight just like they do. Okay, so they going for your jugular. They the shit that they saying. See, you can't explain the level of verbal abuse that a narcissist does to you to someone who has not experienced it because again, it's supernatural. They're coming for the things that the devil knows that hurts you the most. I mean, this is why panic attacks and shit come. And I know y'all feel me. Those of you who have been dealing with it, this is how they cause panic attacks. You know what I'm saying? They are literally going for all of the holes or the little tender spots, every wound that you have. This is why it's so important for you to be healed. It's so important for you to heal because if you try to, you cannot go into battle with the devil with wounds because he see them all. He see all your weaknesses, all your insecurities, and all of your vulnerabilities. He sees them, and that's what he's going for. They're highlighted for him. You know what I'm saying? So she's insecure about this. She's afraid people gonna know about this. She's scared about this, especially if you sit there and tell them. Because they sit there and they sucking up everything. They listen to everything you tell them, and we love to talk and tell them. And now they got all your information, and that they use all they see that as is ammunition that they're gonna use to destroy your ass with. So learn to be very discerning and learn to take it slow getting to know people and don't release all your information or all your energy because that's all they're there for. Okay, they gathering shit for the devil to use, and he's very motherfucking cunning in the way he's gonna use it. See, it's not that stupid person that's getting it. Okay, it may so you like no because yeah, the shit they come back with it didn't come from that stupid person. It's the devil. The stupid person is gathering information for the devil. And the devil gonna come back. It's the devil that's coming at you with the insults, with the verbal abuse. You know what I'm saying? That's the devil, and you know it. Okay, so he's using the information. That don't, but see, this is the thing about the empaths who are not a supernova. Y'all want to keep forgiving these motherfuckers. You want to keep saying, well, it's not the devil. I mean, it's the devil then. The devil got them and they don't know it. And, I got to forgive the person. No, the hell you don't. Because if the person, they know, okay, this is what I'm going to say. This is their awareness. They know what they're doing. They know that they can't control themselves. Okay. But they don't know what's controlling them. Okay, so they do know that they are not control. They can't control themselves, and at times they get out of control. They know that they are allowing this to happen. So if somebody, this is my anecdote for a damn narc. If they really really wanted to change, just like Sade, they would fight that devil in them. They would not allow him to take over and hurt you. Use them to hurt you. They wouldn't allow him to take over and use his tongue to say that shit to you. They would not allow him. So if they are not loving you enough for them to fight against that devil to keep it from damn happening, you still don't forgive them. Okay, the only thing that is ever going to change them if it's they lose something that they love, something that was of great value. Then that impact might hit their ass, and they just might learn something. Okay, but they're never going to learn when you keep making excuses for it ain't them, it's the devil. No, that's a tactic again that the devil will use so for you to see them as a victim. It's the empath is always um at risk of falling for that bullshit. Okay, you cannot fall for that because you will because every time, I mean, I know y'all have been through it. You keep letting them back in, you keep thinking they're gonna be normal because they acting normal like you, and you happy again too because you like, yeah, I was, people, love is love can conquer all that bullshit. Okay, I've been there. And then the next day they right back doing that diabolical, evil, trying to get at your jugular shit. Okay, you crying and you having panic attacks and you don't understand and all this shit all over again. How many times? Please stop. Please stop. I feel it. I feel it. Somebody, y'all stop it. Stop it. Okay. Um, just accept it like once and for all. Once and for all. Cry your heart out. Allow your heart to break. I remember having to be in the mirror and telling myself it was just me and me. Okay. Had to, you're in the mirror and you telling yourself that sometimes you have to comfort yourself. You have to let those higher spirits come in and comfort you and say, let you know that it's going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? But you have to go ahead and go through with that. You can't keep suppressing that pain. You can't keep prolonging it. You know it's inevitable, right? So you cannot keep pushing it back down and saying, no, I don't want to have the pain, so please come back because this shit hurt too much. No. You know what I'm saying? Let that heart break. I promise you, you're not going to die. It feel like it, but what's dying in you needs to die. That's the weakness. It's dying. Okay. So go ahead and cry. It makes you strong to cry. Though the tears are cleansing, they are healing, just like the rain, just like the river. Okay. Let those tears fall. Let your heart break. Because empath, when you let your heart break, you proven that you don't die when your heart breaks. Okay. You can live beyond it. It's going to come back together and it's going to be bigger. It's going to be stronger, better, and wiser. But you have to let it break. Instead, you get in the mirror and you comfort yourself. And I don't care how much it is. I remember being balled up in the shower. Okay, the shower, but I'm in the tub, balled up in the fetal position, just letting the shower beat down on me, praying for death over somebody that wasn't shit. Okay, that, you know what I'm saying? But at the time, they was the most beautiful thing in the world because that seduction was supernatural. Okay, and the only way you're gonna get out of that, the only way over it is through it. Okay, the only way over it is through it. Go through it. Go ahead and cry. Go ahead and break down. Go ahead and go through those emotions. Because see, on the other side of that breakdown, on the other side of that biggest heartbreak that you thought was gonna kill you, that you thought you couldn't take it. You can take it. On the other side is a set of steps, a set of golden steps, honey. And every time you step on one, it lights up. Okay. Every time you step on the next one, because you headed somewhere completely different, you headed to that next level. Okay, where ain't no narcs. Okay, but you have to. You know why ain't no narcs? Because you can spot them a mile away, and you will not be dealing with them on no level. Okay, once you get on the other side of allowing your heart to break. Okay, your heart can break, and you can live through that. Okay, I promise you, you can. When you come out, that's the ashes. That's that fire. Okay, that the phoenix is going to rise from. Okay, so when you're ready, empath, when you're ready to become a nova, go ahead and let your heart break. Okay, because then you ain't scared of that no more. You know what I'm saying? You know that you've overcome that. But my heart has already been broke, bitch. I've already died. I've already done all that shit. Ain't nothing you can damn do to me. You have no more fear of anything. Okay, it's very healing and it's very necessary. Okay, if you're ready to graduate and get your wings. Okay, and I'm gonna tell y'all one last story, and then I'm gonna go, y'all, for tonight. One time I was and this is how I know that empaths are angels, and something that I just remembered. Okay, I remember one time, because like I said, it's so hard, and this is the part that I understand, y'all, when you're dealing with your there I understand the love that you have for them. You know what I'm saying? Because there is a real person there. You know what I'm saying? The devil aside, there is a real person there. And understand that they love you. They do. There is a love. That person loves you. You know what I'm saying? If you feel that they love you, you know what I'm saying? But you cannot see that love is there. Okay. And because this is what I know, but they just don't have they don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they feel what they, as much as they can for you, like as much as love as they can assimilate for you, they have that, but they still cannot control that devil. So there's, you know what I'm saying? But this is what I want to say. I remember when I was crying. I mean, I was crying so deeply, okay, because they will take you to depths of pain that you didn't even know existed. Like I said, you know how ugly your face gets, and you probably been making that same one all your years. All that time you cry, when you encounter a narc, oh, your ugly face goes to a whole other level. You didn't even know you could get that damn ugly. You didn't even know you could withstand that much pain. You did not know. It's worse than losing the most closest person to you. It's worse than a death, because something in you is dying. Or some dreams that you had of shit. It's just your soul, parts of your soul are dying, but that's okay. That's okay, because see, there's no other parts of your soul that are also being reborn. Okay, this is not going to take you out. empath. It's not. You're stronger than you know. Every empath has the capacity to become a supernova if you go ahead and let your heart break. Okay, if you're dealing with that if you're dealing with that narc. Okay, let them go. Let your heart break. Okay, because you're going to rise from the ashes and you're going to have your wings. See, you can't see your wings now. You can't see them. You know what I'm saying? I know you can't. You will see them after you become that nova. I remember crying, and the my boyfriend at the time, he was trying, because my I mean, when an empath cries, it cannot be ignored. It's from your soul, it's from your gut, it's from heaven, it's from God. Okay, and so they feel something. That's why, okay, this is why I remember I told y'all that my pastor said it would make her mad when people would cry in church and stuff like that. It's because it causes them to begin to feel something. Okay, and it's like, and they hate that. The devil hates that. It's like the compassion. They feel something, but they don't know what it is. It's foreign to them. Okay, compassion. So they express it as anger. You know what I'm saying? They mad at you for making them feel anything, right? But this time I was so hurt, and he was beginning to, he had some sort of something, okay, because he would always try to comfort me and be like, it basically is, it's guilt too, because they know it's because of them, so they be trying to, like, please don't cry or whatever, but you don't get that connection, okay. But he was trying to comfort me, and I was so beside myself that I had left my body, okay, while I was crying. I mean, the cries was so deep, it was just like a like that, okay. My soul, it was a soul, I mean, anybody would have felt it, you know what I'm saying? And I had left my body, okay, and I could see us. I was over the bed where we was at, because I was in the fetal position, my back to him, and him trying to comfort me and shit, and I was inconsolable, because it was just, like I said, I know what y'all go through, okay, and I could see us on the bed, and I had wings. I had wings, okay? They were little wings, and it was broken. They were white. They looked like feathery wings. It was real, like some real wings. They looked like the wings that they kind of make on some of the angels at in the movies. I've seen angels in the movies with these wings that look like that, okay? I'll try to find a picture and show y'all, right? And I had them, and it was broken. And what I understood, okay, y'all know how people say, the expression of wearing your heart on your sleeve. That's some real shit, and it came from angels, right? Angels have real motherfucking wings, okay, in the spirit, and the wings are literally their heart. Now think about how wings look when the angel would say, if I had them, if y'all could see them right here, they would be in that heart shape, right? Because that really is their heart. That really is their heart. It's on the outside. It's that heart on your sleeve. That is their heart, y'all. Because I was able to see myself in the spirit, and my wing was broken. Okay, it was broken. You can break your wings and grow them back, and they get bigger. If you go through them heartaches, y'all, they get bigger. So your heart gets bigger. Your capacity to love, your capacity to do God's work gets bigger. It gets stronger. Those big wings that the big angels have, they can't break. You can look at them and see that those don't break, because they strong as hell. They are, you know what I'm saying? They so strong. If y'all could see it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna try to get a picture and show y'all the wings, but it was beautiful. But yes, and angels' wings. Angels do have wings. Okay, you can probably only see them in the spirit, but they have them, and they literally it's their heart. That's why some of their wings is so beautiful. See, some y'all can't see angels, but if you could, oh my God, like you would fall to your knees, you know what I'm saying, in reverence. Their wings are so beautiful, and it's because it's their heart, and it's on the outside. This is why empaths are the way they are. Y'all are very, very special. Don't ever let nobody tell you otherwise. Okay, I know you feel alone in this world. I know you feel alienated. I know you feel foreign in this world. I know you don't want to be here. You know you don't belong here. I go through all the same shit. Okay, you know you're not from here, but you are here for a reason. And so while you're here, just try to do this. Is it effective? Remember your job. Remember the promises, okay, that were given to you. Those have not been reneged upon. Y'all know that the Most High is most faithful, okay, or you wouldn't be here doing his work. Okay, so gather yourself. Go ahead and let your heart break because you will be okay. You have spirits that will come down and help you get through that. Okay. And when you get on the other side of it, you'll be able to help other people. You'll be able to show them in real time that there is life after the heartbreak. But yeah, the angel wings, y'all, that's their heart. And I mean, think about it. They are literally in the shape of the heart and it's on the outside. And that's the most beautiful thing ever. So empaths, y'all know who you are, remember who you are, and understand that you are royalty. Okay. And, in the realm of the ancestors and in the higher realms, you are royalty. And this is why the devil is sending his children after you, because they literally hate you for all of the beauty that you have, that they can see in the spirit that you can't even see. You can't see it. You can't see it right now because it's to keep you humble. To your human mind, the ego would grasp that beauty and um, try to own it. So you have to feel yourself as, being a normal person just like everyone else. And so, you know what I'm saying? Humility is very, very important. And so, but if you knew how beautiful you were in the spirit, and you do know, because you know your heart, you know that nobody loves like you, that nobody cares about other people like you. You know, you be praying for folks that never even knew you prayed for. You know that you cry for people who never even knew. You know what I'm saying? And this is every day, all day, every day. All day, every day, you probably talking to God in your heart. This is what empaths do. Okay. So I just want y'all to know that I understand. Okay. I completely understand. I in no way am I separate separated from y'all or has distanced myself from the experience. I'm totally there and I know. Okay. And I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. And I hope that I can encourage you guys to, remember who you are and to do your job, because that's what you came for. That's what's going to fulfill you. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to fulfill you. Purpose fulfillment will help you get through everything that you're going through. There's a reason why you're going through this. It's a lesson to learn. And on the other side of it, you will be able to take those lessons and transfer them into something that's so valuable for somebody who's ready to take themselves out, who's ready to, you know what I'm saying, give up. You know what I'm saying? It's so much more important than being able to buy things. You'll be able to do that too. That ain't shit. That's a byproduct. You're so abundant already in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? So that shit, that's coming. Okay, that's gonna come. But you first have to know yourself and put yourself in the correct place to be able to help those people that need you, because that's why you're here. And that damn devil, he's trying to make you forget your purpose. He's trying to throw you off your track. Okay, so you cannot allow that to happen. Okay. Um, so I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. The homework, No Narc Network group. Watch, and I'm gonna give y'all about until like Saturday to go and watch what was the movie that I said? Sleeping with the Devil, because it's literally, a representation of a woman being trapped in a relationship with a narcissist. And I want y'all to, I want y'all to think about the supernatural aspect that I'm telling y'all and apply it. Okay. To even as you watch this movie, to apply it to your relationship and say, ads, correct me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? But it is the devil that's seducing the people, that is taking over, that is controlling, that is doing all of this. And I want y'all to understand that from the other side, they really feel he's making them feel the shit that they think they feeling too. You know what I'm saying? So we'll talk more about that, the other side of it. But I want y'all to just take away from this that understand that it is it's a spiritual, a supernatural seduction. Okay, it is the devil who is using these people to trap you in these relationships. Okay, and ghosting is a technique that he uses just to you know first of all, to lower your self-esteem, to make you question yourself. Why didn't I see this coming? What did I do wrong? It's all tactics. These are all tactics to just basically try to kill your spirit, to make you give up on life and to make you give up on love. Okay. And when you know that and you see it for what it is, then it's much easier for you to deal with it. It's never going to be easy. It's always going to be very, very difficult, because we are in a spiritual war. This is spiritual warfare, you guys. Okay. So put on your wolf suits. Okay. do the homework, watch the movie because we are going to be discussing it. Okay, and remember what we learned tonight. This is a supernatural seduction. Okay, and they don't even know what's going on either. Okay, they don't know what's going on. They are possessed and don't know it. Okay, so I hope y'all got something out of this tonight. You're so welcome. You're so welcome, Grandmaster Fee. Thank y'all for sharing this time and space with me. I have much love for you all, and I'm sending y'all all the light that I can. I saw angel wings on my son, and they are so beautiful. The wings are so beautiful. So Rose, yeah, that's their heart, and it's on the outside. It is so beautiful. I mean, everything of the Most High is the Most High is perfect in His ways. Okay, so everything that He makes is so damn beautiful. If y'all could see in the spirit, so yeah, those wings are their heart, and it's on the outside. And I think that's where that saying, "Wearing your heart on your sleeve," came from the angels. Okay, and empath, you are an earth angel, and your wings will be reinforced every time you allow your heart to break. Okay, God has not forgotten you, has not forsaken you. You know what I'm saying? This is all part of the plan, honey. And you're stronger than you know. Okay. So there will be life after this. I will talk to you guys soon until we meet again. Keep it classy, keep it clean, and do what you gotta do to make shit happen. Peace.